Alright, mhuri yeZimbabwe, kusangana kwatiri kuita zvakare ipo pano paZim News update, apo patinoda kupa mafirst hand update anonga ari kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. So muzuva ranhasi tichangoti kupewa maupdate because tiri paromana nzombe tori pabasa pari zvino. So tichanga tichikupewa zvimwe zvezvinhu zviri kuitika mukati menyika yedu yeZimbabwe, apo patiri kuona military institution yemilitary iri kudza bato reZANU-PF kuti we are not here to protect you, we are here to protect the country. Ndo zviri kutaurwa nemauto emhuri yeZimbabwe. Tisikazive kuti nezuro takaonawo mayouth ewo veteran vari kuda kuenda kunoisa mapetition kuState House, mayouth ebato reZANU-PF, because hatisi kutofarawo nezviri kuitwa nezvegananda, because wainyanya kunongedza zvegananda sezvo zvetiri kuzova kuti vamunangagwa vakonzeresa kuti vange vachiwengwa zvakanyanya zvegananda naSoto kana wiki nochivhayo nevamwe vakasiyana siyana naScott Sakukanya. So rikuda kusiya mutunzwa makomrade vetinawo pano yozokotudzo comment section ndinongori kufunge.
So that's why we are saying, Ango Jed, keep moving. We are in support of you and we will make it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate Mkoma. I hope kwamuri travel yako safe travels and journey messes. And thank you very much for raising an important point right now. To say good tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I was emphasizing on the day. Patient, iwe with someone who is Zimbabwe. In the courage to insist that constitutional rights are meaningful, not symbolic. In the understanding that peaceful civic action is not a threat to democracy. I saw this Anzimun Mutapa, Royal Charter saying if you are going out there to demonstrate, you are going to be infringing on my right. Your right to do what? To not, demonstrate. If you don't want to demonstrate, stay at home. Nobody's holding a knife on your neck to say, oh, you need to join this demonstration. So don't try and attempt to rewrite this provision of the Constitution that are clear. It's a very important question. Right. Why this question is important, I want to look at it from this perspective here, Kuti. It is speaking to how different moments produce different state reactions. And I want to say this. If you revisit 2017, the army did not go on television. But, they went on television, but not per level. But they did not go to television warning people not to go into the streets. That, they did not do in 2017. But that needs to be understood from the perspective of the public mood and the political dynamics that existed at that time. So we are looking at the army. When you see Chiwenga bringing in a lineup of those security services, it was a way of them trying to frame it as being with the people of Zimbabwe. And at that time, if you look at what was happening, my public gatherings, they were not seen as a threat because my demonstrations, they were aligning with the interests of powerful actors inside the system. That is where the difference is. 2017 and 2016. So we are seeing an opposite reaction 2026, right? I said 2016. Anyway, sorry. 2026. 2026. We are seeing an opposite, reaction, because what these guys are trying to frame the 30th, or they're trying to do with the 31st. They're trying to frame it as a challenge to its authority. And this is different from 2017. So the response that they're giving is kind of a defensive response, not a permissive response like what we saw in 2017. So in 2017, there were no politicians that flanked, the army, or there were no politicians that were there and then being flanked, by the army. But today, you are looking at politicians who are being flanked by the security services. And in their communication, they are talking about a peaceful demonstration or stayaways is something that is illegal, right? The reason why, they are doing that is because, right, the reason why, just give me a second. Okay, right, guys. Can I just make can I just make the space in again clear? Maybe it's a housekeeping thing that I need to do. Can I find anyone who is on PF here? You're just here to listen. You're not here. You're not here to talk, because this is not about you. You're already opposed to the 31st, unless you're coming here to support the 31st. You have to sit in the terrace on this one. So they are framing whatever it is that needs to happen as illegal. But this is not to say that the constitution has changed. But it is speaking to the aspects of the political interest of those in power, which have changed. The interest of the people in politics today, in political power, have changed. It has got nothing to do, with the constitution. So, my brother, you are right to say, these demonstrations, they're constitutionally, protected. I think, I hammered on that point. But you see, they are, they want to ride, they are riding on this one, which is something that is central to whatever it is, that they are saying. They are riding on kuti. My demonstrations, they are disruptive. My demonstrations, I know it from Zimbabwe, they are violent. That is what they are saying. And they are using that narrative to justify wanting to restrict the civic space. But you have to ask yourself, Kuti, if your concern is actually on security or on safety, why can the state not provide, the security? Why can the state not work with the people who want to peacefully demonstrate and say, Kuti, we are going to be there with you, providing you the security that you deserve? The same way that they offer security to ZANU-PF congresses, the same way they offer security to rallies, or the same way that they offer security to national events. We have seen them offering security, and we know they can do that, well. So if there's a worry, Yekuti, that day is going to push back the achievements of Emerson and Mnangagwa, because people are going to behave in a rowdy way. Why not just offer the security? To say, we are going to be marshalling you guys. In addition to your marshals, we are going to be adding that security to make sure that nothing goes astray. We are going to be with you. But they are not doing that. But they are coming to the airwaves and they're parading these state security or security apparatus to instill fear on the people and to tell us, Kuti, whatever it is that you intend to do, no matter whether it is legal or it is not legal, we are going to be quashing it. Protest globally, they've been managed by ensuring that there's order. Yes, there are some instances whereby some rowdy elements disturb the peaceful nature of those protests, but it is something that the establishments cannot deal with. But what you're being told here is, even if you step onto the street, we are going to be criminalizing your participation. So yes, this question, might be raising, something, that is deeper in terms of, the reaction that we are seeing, right now. But this has got nothing to do with, legality. But it is everything to do with the political anxiety that is existing within the establishment. It is everything to do with the insecurity or the insecure position that this government is finding itself in. So they want to try and manage these demonstrations by fear and stopping people from demonstration, because to them, the people of Zimbabwe coming together presents a threat that speaks to their illegality, and at the end of the day, they want to prevent it by any means necessary. 2017, 2026, one thing that has remained clear is the constitution hasn't changed. It has remained, the same. But what has changed is the political calculus. That is what has changed. The math. The math in 2017 and the math in 2026 is not mathing. Because they are seeing very first is what it is supposed to be, which is symbolic. Symbolic in laying bare the gap that is existing between what the constitution guarantees and how the state is supposed to be behaving. And they're choosing to be behaving in an illegal way. The only illegality that is happening here is an illegality that is coming from the state itself. It is the state that is illegal in its conduct. And we must understand that. Anyway, keep them coming. Don't Mdaraji, Magadi, welcome to the space.
Zvekuita, give him a chance, tikachanta nemuka yedu. Okay, tikaenda kuma elections tikati ngatipretendei kuva vanhu. Maybe kuma elections tovhumira vamwe kuti timoderate chinhu ichi, maybe hatina sure. Did he give us proper elections? Tikati okay, akadyiwa, akatora nemasimba. Tikaenda ku street. Had we rehabilitated that? We had 2 years. 2 years dzekumrehabilitate. Something nearly 2 years. Yekumrehabilitate. One day, yekuti I am not pleased with these results. Akabudisa live ammunition. Ashuta vanhu. Pedzepo ati andina. I wasn't shooting directly at them. It was a 45-degree angle. I don't even know who was on the street. Ndimi mamge makamira on top of buildings, muri sniper. Tikashedza vanhu. Again, tikagariswa. Tikaita a commission of inquiry. Atanga kuyenda, intimidating people. Changing the story. That we all watched. Tese, we lived in the age where things are filmed. Zwime maybe tingati hatina kuona mushe kukura hundi, hatina kuona mushe. Kwange kusina Facebook, ma live, citizen journalism, nothing like that. Hatina kuona. Maybe. Tichinyepedzera kudzungaira. Because my reports are that they commissioned some of them. Some. And then after they revealed the truth, they said, put it in the drawer. We don't care about that. Peace and reconciliation, ikazamwa, ikaiswa mu constitution. Tikashava mu constitution without holding them to account. Nenyaya yekugarira vana. Tikati, okay, let's not call anybody the cause of it, but let's fix the damage we did to people. 2013, Vosho, we put the peace and reconciliation. Tikai ignore. 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Then he thought, oh, muka, boy, chance given. Let me pretend I am the first one, the genocidal maniac. Let's do it. Hana kuseta budget, hana kudi just window dressed it. Thematic committees everywhere. Chiefs, where pano garisai vanhu. Ngati udze what I did to them. What we did to them. Garai pasi him. Tiudze ndakuite shaking the matchbox. Kuti tiudze vana who had never known exactly what they had done. So that everybody did. You remember what I read in the definition of a terrorist organization? It uses deliberate use of violence or a credible threat of violence. Credible. So it goes to the past to prove those vita. Yagarisa vanhu ikati garai pasi apa muudze vanhu what I can do. The extent of what I can do. Vakagara pasi. In the vein of thinking kuti tikagara totaura zvakaitika kwatiri acha resolve. No, he didn't care, didn't want. He wanted the regurgitating of what he and the structured entity can do. So vakagara ana mbuya ana gogo ana auntie vakaudza vana who had not known, so that in case you forget what I can do. So vakagara ndakarepwa ndakabayonetwa ndikashudwa ndikaiswa murume wangu akaiswa barbecue tikaudza vana tadaro. Now he just said cancel